We are back. It is Tuesday, January 3rd, and this show goes on every single week, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time, each and every day, where we talk about all things NFT market, what NFTs are going up, what NFTs are going down, cryptocurrency news, and everything in between, technology, entertainment, finance, all of that stuff. We're going to have a jam of a show today. I'm extremely excited to get into it. I'm your host, P.O., here with my co-host, Nifty Nick, Signal, the author of the Nifty Daily Digest, Bunny. Bunny, your bio. I mean, I don't know if I can support this bio today. You're telling people to unfollow Nick.
Yeah, you got to fight fire with fire, P.O.
So your angle on fighting fire with fire is just telling people don't follow Nick because he doesn't follow you?
No, not to don't follow him, to actively unfollow him. I think if he sees number go down, I can kind of pigeonhole him into like having to make a decision here.
Wow, I mean, that's like to have to make a decision. The decision being whether or not to follow you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you really think that that's going to work? Do you think that that's like when he sees his follower count go down, the first thing he's going to think about is, you know, I maybe should follow Bunny?
I'm going to be here every day to remind him I'm the catalyst.
We'll love to hear. We also have Jux on stage, a member of Easy's team. Jux is into family fitness NFTs. More importantly, he's a Bonk millionaire these days.
I think he's a billionaire.
A Bonk billionaire. How many Bonk do you have, Jux?
Yeah, Bonk billionaire. That's actually why I came up here, because that M needs to get swapped to a B, because that's how you actually get into the cool kids club these days. The initial airdrop was probably like 3 to 4 billion, and I was one of the bozos that doubled my position as opposed to dumping it for $40 at the beginning. So we're riding high.
Well, that's
so how much is that worth now? $120?
Yeah, like $400.
Not bad, not bad. We also have Easy on stage. Easy had a jam of a show this morning. Easy, are you coming down from the intensity of that show that you were doing this morning?
Yeah, you know, we're doing really well here. I can't complain too much. I opened up a liquidity pool just to see how ridiculous this would be, and I only made $142 in the 45-minute show. So like a nice, honest, hard day's work.
And that's a Bonk liquidity pool, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's got over a 999% APY.
Well, that's pretty damn impressive.
It's extremely sustainable.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like it's totally like, you know, the way it's supposed to be.
You know
I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
You know what's shocking for me, and I think a lot of people, the other liquidity pool that's actually now doing pretty decently.
What's that?
APECOIN.
APECOIN.
Yeah, it's at $4, back off of $3.38 where it was. I have someone that just rang my doorbell, so I'm gonna go get that real quick.
Go get it. By the way, we also have Signal on camera today. This is a first. Sig, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, just figuring out the technicalities here, making sure I'm speaking right into the mic as Nick will bring it up on my sound audio skills.
Oh, you sound great. You know, we've really been enjoying the Artist Spotlight series. That was, I think, the first time the world got to see Signal video content, the Web3 world, I should say. So really excited to get the weather report on camera today. But before we do that, Nick, did you want to introduce some people from the audience?
I think he has to go to his door. Oh, he's here.
Yeah, I do. Wait, what's that, Easy?
I thought you had to go to your door. I didn't realize you were back because I'm not on camera. I'm about to join. Sorry.
My door is not a mile away from my desk. Unlike me.
And he's really fast. He actually slides with his socks, so he gets there in about 2 seconds.
No, I'm wearing slippers, but they have rubber soles. So
I guess I underestimated the size of your home, Nick. I apologize.
Nick, did you mean to take yourself off there?
No, that was an accident.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, we can shout out people who are there in the audience. John Thomas, you know, this guy, he's an electrician. He's kook surfing and enjoy fitness and real food. He has a real picture of himself, which is one of those things that, you know, is unique in the NFT space. He also looks like a subscriber to our newsletter. That's the vibe that I get. You can sign up at the nifty.com, THENIFTY.com. We're giving away free NFTs there. We haven't actually given many via the newsletter yet. Actually, yeah, we have. Every week we did in December, and we're doing the same thing in January. So just go there at THENIFTY.com. Who else we got in the audience? Rudinho.
I introduced Rudinho yesterday. You don't have to introduce him
did?
again, Nick. Yeah, but I got a good one. I got Coin for Sale. At Coin for Sale, he says stop, drop, and roll, and then his Discord name is Grass for Sale number 9588. So I'm wondering if the stop, drop, and roll is somehow in reference to smoke, and if he's basically a marijuana salesman in Web3.
That would be my guess. Pio, just FYI, in terms of the shout outs, at some point you're going to run out of the people in the audience, so we're going to have to say them again. I'm just doing the math here.
We have an ever expanding audience, Nick. So I got Mr. Pugsley here. Mr. Pugsley at Brave New Tweets. That's a great Twitter handle. He said, crypto gave me financial purpose and I will build and thrive from that purpose. Wow. I like that.
I got someone here named Poverty, at Real Poverty _ Jack Sundin, aka Pamela Coral's alter ego. So I guess this person's confused. Main interests are dog grooming and plastic surgery. Blankwallet.eth and realpoverty.tez. So that person sounds incredibly stable.
We got ISVVC, also known as littlewallet.eth. That's a pretty good ENS. He says, Web3 noob trying to find my way. And then he has a quote, life's a garden. You just got to dig it. That's right, Little Wallet. You just got to keep digging, buddy. Nick, you got one?
Yeah, Metaverse, spelled weird. Metaversace Queen.eth. Okay, I got it. Username is Dr. Crystal _C. She's a Pharma D gal, altcoin gem hunter, a thought leader, and a life learner. I love, life learners.
It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I can get behind that for sure.
And sicklickle.eth, which JLo Sell High is the username. Founder and lead designer at TF Apparel LLC. They're an NFT maxi, a bass maxi, a musician, and they reference a number of things, including the Fendau, Half Bass CD, Deadfellas, and gives a link to their OpenSea profile. Also likes posting photos of their dog, or videos of their dog.
I can totally support that. We got Crypto Hodali. He's repping Bitcoin in his banner, so he's my pal. He said, I only chose what makes me happy. Other than that, it's obligation. I give value to every day as if it's my last. I can definitely, relate to that. That's pretty cool stuff. Crypto Hodali. Nick, why don't we do one more?
Well, the one I was looking at definitely gave me the vibe of a bot. Francisco Bacon, who has a gold Bored Ape, but the username Michael14773974, which is just an odd, I never get it when people don't change their username from where does that, or maybe that's copying Greg. Maybe that's the style
maybe
of it.
Greg's making fun of usernames like that.
That could be the case as well. And that's super meta. But yeah, Francisco Bacon. I don't know if this guy's real. I mean, I
think he's probably real, man.
With that gold ape.
I'm not saying that the gold ape is real. I'm saying Francisco as a gentleman, he might be just like a bacon consuming gentleman, or maybe his name is actually Bacon.
I mean, Kevin Bacon had the last name Bacon.
Yeah. And his daughter, Stacy Bacon or something like that, is the star of the very popular horror movie Smile, which I saw recently.
You seem to like that. I heard my sister and her husband weren't big fans of it, and it made me question sort of your taste in movies.
Sorry, Easy, what was that?
I enjoyed the film.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm bought into your sister and her husband's opinion on films, Nick. I think we'd have to go to the drawing board with them, see what they think of There Will Be Blood.
Have you seen Triple R?
No.
An Indian film on Netflix. Watched it last night. You have to see this movie. It's absolutely ludicrous. It's the most ridiculous thing I've seen. It's like 3 hours long, but it's a good use of 3 hours.
I love foreign films. That sounds like an easy one for me to get behind. My friends saw Avatar yesterday. I was like, that's 3 hours I won't be spending on a work day. You know, they have day jobs, so they were like, we have the day off. We're going to go see Avatar. I was like, have fun with that. Let me know how it goes. Okay, 13 years, 3 hours, a bunch of digital assholes on the screen. I'm good.
I mean, the first one was decent. I wouldn't view it as like an all-time movie.
Yeah, neither would I.
But it was still a decent movie. And, you know, you had to cry, you know, as the environment crumbled. You had to get emotional, you know, just a little bit there, Pio. You had to feel the feelings that the environment was feeling.
I cry from movies all the time. I could reel off like 7 right off the bat that made me cry in the past couple of years. Yeah.
Wow.
Avatar 1 is not one of them. Okay. I'm not shedding a tear with Avatar 1. Okay. Like, and I'm easy to make cry.
Probably one of the hands down most emotional movies that I've ever seen in my life. And the acting was just absolutely phenomenal. I can't believe all those people dressed up in 9 foot tall blue suits like that. Just insane.
You can't believe they put on those like magnet suits and went in front of a green screen
that they
12 hours a day.
through the air. Some of them, those seem like death defying feats that they performed. That was live action sort of stunts that they were doing, I heard. So
yeah. I'll take Coco all day for movies that make you cry. Let's throw to Bunny, who probably has some really important input here, and then we'll throw to Sig for the weather report. Bunny, what's on your mind?
Super important, Theo. I did some quick math. Easy's on pace with this Bonk liquidity pool to make 1.2 million this year.
I mean,
as long as the number holds steady.
Easy. That's pretty good.
Thanks for that, Matt.
It can't possibly go wrong.
That's
Easy.
worth
I'm
like
confused,
5
I thought
cents.
you said it was on a DEX. Isn't there no LPs on DEX?
This is Orca, which has its own liquidity providing.
Because that's what I was literally thinking. I was like, dude, how you could just print is if you got in early to a liquidity pool and you put in a ton of Bonk and just
that's
like
what I'm doing.
Yeah,
100% Bonk
USDC.
LPs. It's so dumb. Like technically, it's an artificial long because like the Solana balance I'm putting in is much smaller, and you're just selling the Bonk off. And dude, I just reopened a new one at the start of this show to test a much harder and aggressive Bonk position in it. It's only up $11 in 19 minutes.
Quick question before we dive into the weather report. Pio, what is the last movie that you cried at?
I'll
tell you mine.
I was crying on a plane watching a movie relatively recently. No, I was listening to an audiobook and I was just like crying.
An audiobook.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
the last movie I cried for was Silence of the Lambs.
That's
Mine
a long
was
time.
Hardball by Keanu Reeves, or not by Keanu Reeves, but with Keanu Reeves.
Which one?
Hardball.
Hardball.
Were you even born?
I'm not crying from Hardball, bro.
Okay, I got a real
Rest
one.
in peace, baby G.
Thank you.
Coda.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to ruin the.
I didn't see Coda, but I wouldn't be surprised if I cried from Coda.
I was like, am I crying this much because I'm sick or because like this is truly an emotional? I was just bawling, and I was even like shocked at myself of watching that the other night, and there were a lot of tears shed, and I was just like, this is so good.
Yeah, Coco is like you just cry your face off. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about Coco is the one where I just cry my face off. It's a cartoon movie. Inside Out is another cartoon movie. It'll make you shed like one tear. You're not crying your eyes out like Coco, but you'll shed one tear. There was the jazz animated movie Soul. That one I shed a tear.
Up. That's a little throwback.
So you basically just cry to animated movies.
No,
any Disney film, Pio's just bawling. Man.
There's a movie called Crooklyn by Spike Lee. That one I definitely cried at the end. Sig, you unmuted. Do you have a tear jerker?
And you should ask the audience as well. Just post in the replies.
I cry like I don't know. I don't know. I cry in movies like in the weirdest scenes where you don't expect it. That's I'm like one of those. Oh, actually, you know when I cried? The film with the drummer.
Yeah.
The guy who
Whiplash.
Yes, yeah. And I was crying when the drummer was crying in that film. Yeah, I think Whiplash probably is up there with one of the films.
Isn't that movie about like an abusive teacher?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. But he's like pushing him to be like a world-class drummer.
It's like a weird line that's drawn. The same experience was happening with what Last Chance U on Netflix with the basketball team. That coach gets a little carried away sometimes.
Did you cry at Last Chance?
I'm trying to figure out if I did. Like there may be a chance I may have actually shed a tear from Last Chance U. I'm gonna be honest.
It's like, get to the baseline and Nick's just bawling. Yeah, we got 30 suicides and Nick's just tearing up.
Bunny shed a tear. You know what it was? Was it because of their season being canceled, or was it like maybe there was something else that was just what's that?
Just ruined the whole show.
Spoiler alert.
My bad.
I don't think anyone's gonna be that mad about spoiling Last Chance U.
Post in the comments which or in the responses in the lower right hand corner. What movie was the last one to make you shed a tear? And we'll shout some of those out, and then we can also jump into the weather report. I'm curious.
Yeah, I want to hear what the tear jerkers are, because it might jog my memory too. Because like I said, it's not that hard to make me cry, but I'm not crying from corny Avatar 1. Signal, please take it away.
Yeah, awesome, folks. Yeah, today, Tuesday, 3rd of January, we got OpenSea volume coming in at 10 million, Blur coming just slightly above at 13 million. On the leaders, Apes back up at 80, got Mutants back up at 17. They're making moves, Punk stable. Whilst Azuki 13 ETH, but you should be looking at the beans right now. Moonbirds, Pudgies, Doodles, and Clonex all holding well for the moment. Over the past 24 hours, it is potatoes leading the OpenSea ranks. It's a big day. The captain's mint is today, and the potatoes have seen another leg up. The OG collection, in fact, MVP, they've also continued to see ETH offers come in at around 26 ETH or so, and potatoes have moved from 3.2 yesterday to 3.7 ETH this morning. We know that the captain's mint is 1 ETH, and in response to whether potatoes will dump post mint, yesterday 9gag CEO commented, "We do not see potatoes as a condom for one-time use only, so don't dump the potatoes after the mint." On to This Is Nouns. This is Nouns. This is the first ever edition mint by Nouns Down. Kind of went under the radar for lots of people. It was created by the artist Ordinary Folk, and it has seen a 4x in price. The mint was a timed open edition. It was over 1 week, and it created around 3.5K in supply at a 0.05 ETH. So a nice 4x, and hit 0.22 hit 0.22 yesterday, and is around 0.19 this morning. Could see another leg up there. Thirdly, onto Cubs by Cubs by Kungs, I want to say. That broke a 1 ETH floor yesterday. The Genesis Collection Kungs continue to see sales coming in at around 15 ETH, which is crazy. The Cubs minted out at 0.46 earlier last year. And for some of the mythic boxes, they were actually allow list for the 9gags Captain's mint. And lastly, Ferocious Paint. This is a utility anticipated to be used in the Ferocious world that had a significant move in volume after Ferocious tweeted that the trailer is almost ready.
I don't think I bought it back, damn it.
We have Paint back down at 0.25 ETH. This is going to be a slow play. You know what artists are like. Don't rush the process. And upon just a simple tweet, it is now back up at 0.42. On to crypto, everything holding there nicely. Solana holding nicely as well after a strong rebound. And overall, I mean, personally, the market is going to cook on this captain's mint. It will just be a question of how far up it can moon. So for now, that 24-hour forecast is looking sunny in the NFT space. Back to you guys.
Absolutely fantastic with weather report. As usual, Signal, some other updates from the Nifty Daily Digest, which is the daily newsletter that gets published every single day. You can sign up. You should sign up. You have to sign up. If you don't sign up,
voice. Destroying it.
If you don't sign up, you're just not going to make it. Sign up at thenifty.com. That's THENIFTY.com. We're going to be giving away a ton of free NFTs through the newsletter and our other content, but definitely through the newsletter. So the update for today, January 3rd, is that a hacker stole 17 clones and 108 Ethereum after they phished the wallet belonging to Artifact's COO. So that was a big haul for that hacker. Co-founders Andrew Wang, Psyduck, and Backseats.eth closed their incubator, Devotion, which was best known for the project Splat, after the founders shared that they couldn't seem to find an idea that they truly loved. Might have had something to do with the bear market as well. Of course, the big Solana news that we're going to have to dive into is that the airdrop token Bonk hit an all-time high after being listed on the Singaporean exchange Mexi Global. So we're going to have to dive into that. That's going to be a juicy conversation there. I know Jux on stage is a Bonk billionaire, so we're going to have to hear about his thought process, what went into him buying the Bonk versus selling the Bonk like everybody else. Some other updates. Me and Nick were talking about this yesterday. Cameron Winklevoss of Gemini calls out digital currency group CEO Barry Silbert over the $900 million of lost Gemini Earn funds. If you don't remember, ladies and gentlemen, Gemini Earn, the interest-bearing account on Gemini. What are you laughing? What are you laughing at, Nick?
Just the fact,
Nick, it's so ridiculous.
The product that was marketed as an interest-generating system under the name Gemini Earn is not.
You can't earn.
Well, there's that, but also me and Nick were joking about it yesterday. If you read this letter that Cameron Winklevoss wrote to Barry Silbert, he's like, Barry, Earn customers are tired. They're sick of your crap. Barry, give the Gemini Earn customers, give them an update. And it's just like, Cameron, bro, like it was called Gemini Earn. It was on the Gemini platform. When you opened Gemini, it was like one of the tabs, like Gemini Earn. And he's acting like, he's like, Barry, I've had it up to here with you, Barry. I don't, Cameron, bro, like, I don't know. And then honestly, I'm like on Barry's side. He sent a response. He's like, dude, I sent like a response on the 29th that you haven't gotten back to me on. Like, I got a resolution in place. It's just going to take a little longer than you thought. And Cameron's like, here we go again, Barry. The Gemini Earn customers.
Here you go again, lying about this. You didn't lend money to yourself. This is obscene, Barry. Like, and it's just like the weirdest thing because nothing in that statement was like, hey, Gemini Earn customers, I just want to apologize again. You know, there was a strong miscalculation on our end to even he could have said, we thought that partnering with Genesis was a smart move, would have been like one way of doing it, but addressing the customers. But instead, his whole tweet is literally him attempting to dress down Barry rather than him like taking ownership.
No accountability, just belittles the absolute hell out of this guy.
Zero accountability. The Winklevoss twins are acting like they got brought in the 9th inning as like a litigation supporter for these Earn customers that they have nothing to do with. It's like, bro, all the money was on your platform. I saw one tweet.
Barry.
Yeah, some shit poster, I forget who's, wicked funny. The tweet was like, the Gemini twins are acting like Gemini customers literally just took their money and put it into Barry's bank account. It's like, dude, it was on your platform, bro. You heavily advertised this product. When you opened Gemini, they're like, are you sure you don't want to try Gemini Earn? It's pretty good, you know? Like,
like the whole, what's interesting is the fact that he even bothered to send that message rather than any update. Like, he could have literally tweeted, we continue to attempt to work through issues with Genesis or whatever, and instead, like, it's like kind of like just talking shit back and forth, dude. It's the most ludicrous thing ever. I can't even. I
love that it's all in like letters too. Like, it's like these long drawn out like PDF documents, and there's like, I'm gonna read that. Come on, man.
And it's like billionaires, like it sounds like two spoiled guys at at like a at some like boarding school or something that were born into wealth and then are now billionaires and being like literally just like pointing the finger at the other guy about being like, yo, it's not me, it's you, dude. And they're and then doing a song and dance in front of like everybody else. This is like the weirdest behavior that I've basically ever seen. Because they're also two New York-based companies This is embarrassing.
It's
Like,
wicked
this is
embarrassing.
embarrassing for both of them. It's embarrassing for New York. Like, New York, where they have this like whatever the bullshit, like
Bid
legal,
license.
yeah, bit license, that whole framework, it's complete nonsense. Basically, they're out here like this happened on their clock, and so like, where's that going on as well? Like, this whole thing is just a bunch of bullshit.
The Winklevoss twins went from being like blue chip reputation in the crypto space. They're active. Like, yesterday was like literally light a match and like barbecue myself. The whole thing has been like the way it's like, we're working hard to get customers' funds back from Genesis. It's like, bro, like, I mean, come on, man. Like, you know, anyway, so we'll move on from this. It is ridiculous.
I got a collection on the who's that going?
It's coming from your phone. You're muted on here.
There we go.
I got a correction on the weather report. Memeland mints tomorrow.
Okay, so Memeland mints tomorrow.
I said the same thing and got DM too because I thought it was today. It was like said it was today, and multiple people were like, "It's the 4th."
Yeah, I thought it was today, Tuesday. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, no. I just want to call that out because that's something I am aggressively looking at. There's speculation that it's going to come out the gate anywhere from 5 to 15 ETH.
Well, the potatoes are at over 3, so I wouldn't be surprised. They're saying that this is the premier collection of Memeland. Mint price is 1.069 ETH, so that's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting. Signal obviously covered that in the weather report. Other updates: 6529 Capital acquired another Xcopy Grail. So 6529 continues to buy Xcopy pieces for 100 plus Ethereum. It's a 1 of 5 edition. And last but not least, crypto/NFT influencer Deez releases his Genesis NFT GN Miami. It is an open edition that is free to mint for the holders of his podcast NFT We Do a Little. And the claim is open until midnight, February 1st. It looks like right now 418 have been minted, and the floor price is at $22. So I don't know if that's on Polygon or what the story is with that. But anyway, those are your updates. So let's talk Bonk.
Well, I'm also, and Ape, dude. I'm like really trying to figure out, does it make sense to stake that? And
Ape so last week, Nick.
Okay, well, if I'm betting on Bonk versus Ape, I'm gonna be honest. It's not gonna be Bonk.
Pick your Ponzi. Pick your Ponzi. Come on now. Nick,
you're like comparing the two, like one's.
Bonk has utility. It's burnable. We got mints in Bonk. We've had more mints in Bonk than mints in Ape. I'm only up $37 in 34 minutes. The sustainability of this liquidity is unheard of.
All right.
So Bonk has captured the attention of the NFT space. We got
pulled up APECOIN on the screen. That's so perfect.
Here's Bonk. So look at that chart. I mean, I know you guys like it. I mean, come on now, guys. That's a pretty good chart. We got Shark on stage. Shark, what do you think of Bonk, man? Welcome to the show. Love having you on.
Hey, what's going on, PO? Yeah, I think first off, not financial advice, high risk. You got to say it when you're talking about these types of tokens. But I think Bonk is kind of becoming a movement on Solana. You're seeing like insane ecosystem adoption, and you don't see SBL tokens do $22 million in 24 hours on Solana, especially a free airdrop. So it seems like something different is going on here, and yeah, that's exciting. It's fun. You're seeing just a lot of community participation and people just kind of rallying together, and this is kind of the first token without really any SBF Alameda VC on Solana that I know of, at least. So it's definitely interesting. It's kind of against all odds, right? Like peak bear market, airdrop, very little information, kind of not clear tokenomics, but it's pumping, and yeah, it's good fun. But yeah, not financial advice because this stuff is risky. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I got some of the airdrop and been trading it around. It's really good trading. You don't really see SBL volume doing 20 million plus in 24 hours. Yeah, so that's kind of my take. It's fun and interested to see kind of where this goes from now. And yeah, the crazy thing is with meme coins, you know, like Shiba Inu, I don't want to make a comparison, but look at the market caps. It's like you could make an argument that Solana is a good chain for meme coin given the kind of just blockchain differences and stuff like that. So this is one of the first, it's not the first meme coin, but it seems like it's one of the first proper meme coins. And the way it was launched was pretty cool, where it just rewarded the community, for my sense. But a little cloudy, but yeah, that's my take there, PO. It's definitely good fun.
I want to shout out DC, who said, y'all really going to let people shill Bonk for 20 minutes? Shaking my head. This guy sounds like Cameron Winklevoss.
So DC, DC's like, Nick, you know, we're looking at you about Bonk. DC, we got nothing to do with Bonk. Bonk billionaires are being made every day. It's always been like that. Everybody thought that the big airdrop in January was going to be Blur. Little do they know it was going to be Bonk, a different 4-letter word that starts with B. Eat your heart out, Blur fanboys. Spencer's over there farming Blur. He should have been bonking Bonk, if you catch my drift.
The market cap is only 113 million. I talk that, you know, as Kicks knows the math. Only. That's still less than Dick's Sporting Goods, right?
Yeah, dude. It's got a lot of upside there. Much better fundamentals than Dick's too. People aren't buying kayaks in the bear market, but they are trying to get generational wealth with Bonk. I mean, like, one of the things that, like, I think you always got to, like, frame it with is, like, if people are getting, like, frustrated by, like, Bonk pumping, but, like, you know, you're into NFTs, it's like, dude, like, the #1 volume project right now is called, like, The Potatoes, and it's worth 3.3 ETH, right? And, like, their Genesis project is worth like 25 ETH. And if you want a 3-letter three-number ENS domain, that's like utility, is that when someone wants to send you money on Ethereum, you can be like, yeah, send it to 678.eth. That's going for 30 ETH. So, you know, if you really got to frame that into perspective, if you're like fudding Bonk, it's like, dude, none of this stuff is like based on fundamentals whatsoever.
Like, who didn't get the Bonk airdrop? That's basically all it is. Like, everyone who's happy got free
I got
money.
$77, dude. I'm gonna go get my oil changed.
Can we talk about Frank for a second though? Because the absolute balls on him to basically be like, hey, never mind. Can my people also get Bonk? Like, that's like breaking up with your girlfriend and then being like, I want to use her washer and dryer setup, and then asking to come back over so you can do your laundry. Like I don't know if I'm bullish or bearish on it, but holy shit.
Let me tell you, it's bullish.
It's a lot worse than that. That's like when you come back and it's like, we'll just be having like friendship sex for the next 6 months until we properly break up. That's what it is. It's not.
Whoa.
And in my case, I was trying to get health insurance coverage for a few months. So that was what I was trying to get. And
can you hook me with that Cobra?
I was trying to get reimbursement on my therapy, so that ain't happening. Lost a lot of money on that. Shout out to my therapist, though, still making money.
Still making money in a bear market. Nick's therapist, shout out to you. I mean, look, I'm bullish on that move by Frank, because if you don't ask, you don't get. And clearly Frank's down to pitch. He's down to ask. He's like, hey, can we get in on this Bonk? But, you know, that is so true.
He wants to boink Bonk. That's the deal. Like, he wants to boink Bonk. And someone's going to come out with that, now that I said it, boink Bonk token. And anyways, sorry, what were you going to say, Pia?
No, I was going to say that people are absolutely right that if you didn't get Bonk, like, the people that are mad are just mad that they didn't get Bonk. We see this again and again in the NFT space. We saw it at an intense level with art gobblers. Like, K Money tweeted about how he minted an art gobbler, and people were basically responding like they were like, go jump off of a building. It was that intense, you know what I mean? And it's just like, dude, like, where do you guys get off that you wanted to just have a free 20 grand? I didn't know the world works that way. You can get mad because you didn't get a free 20 grand, but that is the reality of it. I didn't get any Bonk, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have any Solana NFTs, so I didn't get any Bonk.
Let's be clear. The entire NFT ecosystem, there's one thing. The entire model is free money, right? So the goal is to get free money.
I disagree with that's the entire model, but I understand what you're saying.
No, I'm saying the model is the promise of free money. and then what I'm saying is that, like, only some people end up achieving free money, but everyone either gets it, but everybody aspires to it. And a lot of people don't get it. And so those people are mostly mad. That's the experience that they have. So yeah, that's what we've observed generally in this space.
Very nice. So Shark has his hand raised again. I'm curious to hear what Shark's follow-up is. And then I want to hear from David Castaigne repping a crypto bird.
What is that noise?
My bad, I was typing. Yeah, I was just saying, full disclosure, I'm trading Bonk. I own some, but the craziest part of the speculation right now is that there's actually Bonk domains available that aren't even integrated on wallets yet. I mean, that's probably the most speculative
Holy
thing I've heard
shit.
in crypto so far. But yeah, I don't know, just kind of funny out there. But it's definitely bringing fun back to Solana, I think, and the volume's pumping. So yeah,
Wait,
that's kind
how
of
do I
my take.
buy? How do I
ZK,
buy
tell
a-
them
I don't want to
wallet
like
you
show
got.
how to buy bonk domains that aren't accepted by any wallets yet or integrated, but it's like, it seems like something's going on. I don't know.
Kicks, what do you think? Are we buying 111.bonk? You're muted, Kicks. You're muted.
You're muted.
You're just
That
clearly
domain
muted.
is long gone.
111.bonk. Kicks, you're muted on YouTube is where you're muted. He just won't unmute. All right. He's taking the headphones off. Okay, fine. All right, Kicks. Okay. So we got David Castaigne on stage. Don't believe he's been on the show. His banner is his signature. Look at this guy. That's a pretty impressive banner. It's just like, hey, here's my autograph. It says that he was on the Forbes list 2021. David, it's 2023. You're living in the past, buddy. You're living in the past. That was 2021, man. NFT and crypto marketing. That's interesting. Solana blockchain enthusiast. And it turns out it's your profile picture was a thug bird, not a crypto bird. Shout out to Young Thug, free Young Thug. David, what prompted you to speak on the show today?
Wow, that was the longest intro ever.
Yeah, I appreciate the amazing intro. Free King Slime. Tayo, I feel kind of bad.
Oh, God.
Soul NFTs.
Go ahead.
Maybe I should send you some. If you want to send me your address, I'll send you over. You know, I got 300 million.
Would you
bonks.
do that
Maybe
for
I can
Pio?
send you
It's
that.
pio.pio. That's the address.
Pio.pio
Yeah.
is your soul address?
It's pio.pio.pio.soul.
Pio.pio.pio.soul. Okay, I'll send that right over.
Thank you. All right, moving
Yes, sir.
on. We got 51. He's the #1 Polygon influencer. Well, I'm very curious. I didn't know that there were Polygon influencers, but I'm excited to hear from 51. 51, what's going on, amigo?
Yeah, Frank forgot about me. Apparently, the day I left and was suspended, Frank was asking, who's the #1 Polygon influencer? Earlier what you were talking about the laundry with Frank, listen, it's better than doing laundry at his mother's house, which is where he seems to be doing it now by the videos. But in all seriousness, talking about this new bonk, I mean, you can buy NFTs with it. I see OnlyFans girls taking like bonk token. I mean, if this is not promising, I mean, look at the market cap of fucking Dogecoin or Doge. That's like 14 billion. We're only at 100 million. When my #1 favorite influencer says that it was at the top yesterday, that's a good indicator that you guys have to keep buying because it's always the opposite. So yeah, I'm very bullish on it.
Well, it's good.
Who's your #1 favorite influencer?
Chillin' Villain. I don't even know what the guy's name is. Something like Chillin' Willin or something. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay. So the in terms of the calling the top, yesterday we were saying that this is undervalued on the show, and that was financial advice that we were giving at that point in time. I own none of this, and it's actually making me regret the fact that I don't own it. Easy, what's your price target on this?
We're racing another zero. We're knocking one out. I mean, we're just
is that 10x?
Yeah, right now a nice little 10xer. We're at 117 million fully diluted. We did the quick little math this morning. I think Doge, being its own chain, of course, is 8 bill and Sheeb is at 4. So like an SPL token that's getting 15 mil volume a day, touching a billion market cap may not be the most unrealistic thing. My bigger concern though is like the top 5 to 15 holders hold like 60%. What is Kix doing?
What is going on with Kix?
If for those in the audience, if you can't see, Kix is just like reaching over the camera, moving stuff around. Like
he's like cleaning.
Oh, full monitor.
He's got a new monitor in his hands. It's not clear what the hell he's even doing. He was in another part of the basement. I thought he was gonna go pull out his phone and like speak from the stage. But then he he was like, I'm muted. Yeah, no, I know I'm muted. And now he's like, whatever logistics he's involved with doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like
none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. But Nick, to your kind of question there, I'm not even trading the coin. I'm just providing like the worst and most unrealistic liquidity pools that I possibly can right now. like 100% bonk liquidity pools as long as volume keeps trending this way, because the fees are stupid. I'm now up $48 in 46 minutes. On just fees. That's not counting like the actual change in the liquidity pool. That's also up another $130 because my bonk's getting bought.
And how much do you have staked?
$1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah, I'm up like $170, 17%
right now.
In 46 minutes. Yes.
Okay. Have you sold any of that?
I'm just claiming the yield right now and then letting this compound. I'll close it once the show ends so that I can figure out my hourly rate.
Nick, you don't need any of this in your life, right? Because Nick will do this. You have to be on it like every 2 seconds.
Nick, it gets way worse. Ready for this? I left the pool open overnight for about $500 and I woke up to $1,100. So something's working. This is so unstable that like I'm going to lose this money.
Easy. You're basically convincing Nick to buy, which we know will be the top signal. So
The second he does, I'm out. I'm flooring it. I'm sprinting for the exit, and I'm actually going to convert Solana to stables the second he gets involved in a Solana DeFi Ponzi.
Man, well, I'm still ready to do this. If you're looking for the latest updates on Bonk, you can get that, of course, at our newsletter, thenifty.com. Just kidding. I don't think we're going to be posting about Bonk.
We'll post about it if it sticks around, you know.
But sign up at the newsletter. We're going to be giving away a free portal this week, maybe 2. So make sure to check that out.
And speaking of free things, a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this show is sponsored by Sorare. You can see the tweet that's pinned to the top. We're giving away a Jason Tatum NFT. We've extended it through today. So today is the last day for you to have a chance to win a Jason Tatum NFT. For people that don't know, Jason Tatum is a top 3 NBA player, and it is an uncommon NFT that we're giving away on Sorare. So there's definitely value there. You can sign up.
That Jokic?
You can sign up. I have a Jokic NFT. You can sign. That's to bid on that one, Nick. You can sign up at thenifty.com, thenifty.com/sorare. If you enjoy fantasy sports and NFT, Sorare is the platform for you. I'm low key getting addicted to playing Sorare. They've properly onboarded me. I literally wait for the email where it says the results of my tournament, and I rush to go in and claim my free cards and play in more tournaments. It's actually really fun. If you enjoy basketball like I do during the NBA season, you can build a team with the free cards they give you. Depending on your performance, you'll win more free cards. Depending on if you dominated, you'll get some rare free cards. It's pretty cool stuff. So sign up at thenifty.com, thenifty.com/sorare. So we got Bunny with his hand raised. Then I want to throw to Jux. Bunny, what's on your mind right now?
I just wanted to say
this. Jesus Christ, Nick.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to say it's far easier playing Sorare than it is playing fantasy football. But if you are good at fantasy football like I am, outperforming literally everybody on this show, coming in third, not owing any money in our pool, while the 2 other fools on this show that participated each owe over $1,200 now into that, then that's far more advanced than playing Sorare. All you got to do is show up and collect your NFTs and stack them. So I highly recommend that. Sorry, go ahead. You can
I was
speak.
just wondering, can you sell your Sorare cards for Bonk, or do they only what do you get?
They take Bonk. You can sell them for Bonk. I mean, I'm kidding. They don't, obviously.
But you can sell them for crypto, can't you?
Yeah, ETH or USDC. Right. Actual good stuff.
Then you can take that, go over to Gemini, and
give it to Barry Silbert.
You're like, next what you can do is take your money and light it on fire.
You can go to Gemini and understand that anything that good happens on Gemini, it's because of the Winklevoss twins. But if anything bad happens, no matter what, it's Barry fucking Silbert's fault. How about that? Okay, hey, you have a problem? You lost money on our platform? Go ask Barry Silbert, who has nothing to do with us. Okay, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go punch a guy in the face on the street in Brooklyn. He's going to be like, "What the hell was that?" I'm going to say, "Hey, go ask Easy about it, dipshit." Okay, it's not my problem. Easy did that. Jux, you have your hand raised. You're a bonk billionaire. What's going on?
Yeah, off topic. Shout out Donovan Mitchell. 71 points last night against the Chicago Bulls. That was absolutely insane.
Damn.
raised my hand initially. Thought it was ironic that 51 with the PFP he's rocking, talking about OnlyFans models. I'm sure he was talking about Jolene, who is an absolute Solana OG.
Jaylene.
Playboy, ex-Playboy Bunny, and Playmate of the Year. She's actually been working on integrating using Solana to pay for her OnlyFans. And when Bonk came out, she became an official ambassador a couple days after the airdrop. And so she integrated Bonk before Solana. Wouldn't be surprised if Bonk flipped Solana at this point. I'm excited.
It's unsurprising that the Solana ecosystem has fully embraced her. We've seen a lot of. I mean, Twitter alone is. I feel like Twitter is like a OnlyFans marketing platform, basically, to a large degree. So that would make sense. You integrate crypto into that. Bada bing, bada boom. You're bonked. You know.
I love when you bada bing, bada boom, bada bonk. That's pretty cool stuff. Signal has her hand raised. Signal, what's on your mind?
Yeah, I think there's like 3 really interesting plays coming up this month that potentially should be looked at. Oddities, Beans, and Paint. Those 3 just on the pure speculation of what is potentially going to happen. So you've got Beans that we know it's the anniversary of Azuki coming up. They've been hovering, they're now at like 1.54. They've been hovering around 1.3 or so. And it just seems that it seems to be like some big sweeps coming in. There's accumulation coming in there. That's number 1. You've got Oddities, where we know that we've got the mythics coming up, but we don't quite know what the timeline is there. That has a pretty thin floor up to 2 ETH, and we've seen them go to that place there before. And then lastly, Paint. I thought the move up in Paint, even with just 1 tweet by Ferocious, was pretty easy. I hold Paint, but that's because I think there's potentially more upside. And his last trailer was really, really impressive. So I think those are 3 collections that potentially people should be looking at for the month of January.
I'm pissed because I didn't buy back in after I sold to take a loss, and then didn't buy it back. That was the one that I was missing. So kind of regretting that right now. You still holding yours, Pio?
Yeah, I still got the Paint because it's a lot easier to hold fine art stuff in NFTs. And the ultimate example of that is I noticed this the other day. I got it pulled up. Grant Yun, Life in Japan editions, right? So this is the one. This is like the edition for Grant Yun, I believe, right? I'm almost positive about that. Yeah, exactly. And so this thing was at like 1.5, 1.6 Ethereum before, and it's just been accumulating value. It's just been growing and growing and growing. And the thing's at 4 ETH now with a thin floor. I know NFT God had bought this a while back. This is like an electric, play over the past like 3-4 months. Grant Yun, very popular artist in the NFT space right now. But yeah, I mean, this thing's been going crazy. The value accrual with art, it's just more kind of like easy to understand versus anything in the NFT space that has execution risk, anything that's promising any sort of like innovation. It's just easier to see art accrue value. And it's kind of crazy that Grant Yun's additions are accruing value at this clip. It's bananas. Here's Node. Node coming on stage suddenly. Hold on. I got to hear from Node. Node, do you own any Grant Yun pieces? Yeah, you do, right? Maybe he's not on stage yet. You can't unmute yet. It's okay, Node. We'll get back to you.
Oh, I'm here.
Here you are.
I'm here. I do not own any Grant Yun pieces. I wish that I did, but there is there's a super strong meta of artists. There's one artist. His name's Terrell Jones, and he has just been absolutely slaying it. Like his stuff is rocketing upwards. I bought one of his pieces a couple weeks ago at like 0.2. It was an edition, and now it's at 1. But it's kind of ushering in like this new meta of like.
Are you talking about Jake
and a
Fried?
lot of artists? No, Jake Fried's fantastic.
Wait, isn't it Terrell Dom? Terrell
Dom.
Oh, different
Jones.
guy.
No, same guy. I think one's his Twitter handle, one's his actual name. I'm not sure which one is which, to be honest. But I really like his work.
I have a rare moment. I keep hearing him and one other guy named Bats. They keep getting like tagged together, and I almost bought a Bats thing. But like those things look awesome. They're like all Pepe related, but they're like Fidenza Pepes and Chromie Squiggle Pepes. But those have been skyrocketing in the last 2 days.
Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of these artists now, like the one thing Pio mentioned, execution risk. And that's one thing that's really interesting, though. Like a lot of the artists are now starting to do things where there is execution risk, right? So it's like you have to buy a certain edition in order to access another one of their pieces, in order to access something else that you can burn for, which is interesting. I'm curious to see how it all plays out. I still think it's not like a huge deal from an execution standpoint, but it does worry me a little bit on the scarcity side with some of the games that these artists are playing. So I'll be curious to see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, it's all being kind of figured out. I think that with the artist thing, I think a big part of it is just having them actually get real traction in the art world in general, like just basically be a big time artist outside of the space too. It's similar to like my belief in music NFTs, and that I think music NFTs will definitely be relevant when musicians releasing music NFTs have relevance outside of the space. Like I use the comparison of Lil Nas X, who had like an organic, he went viral organically. He blew up organically with the Old Town Road song. He just recorded that like at his house with a beat he got from the internet. If that guy had NFTs before that happened and then he blew up, you got to think, and then after he blew up, he was like, yeah, check out my NFTs. You got to think that there'd be value accrual there, but we haven't seen that in the NFT space yet. So we got someone on stage. We got Eric NFT at She Loves Eric 2X. It says that you're a future millionaire with a strong passion to be successful, and you're going to stop at nothing to achieve your wildest dreams.
That sounds like the intro to like a murder.
Is it? To a murder? I didn't know that, but Eric, you could have been a billionaire if you just bought Bonk. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, regardless, I feel excited. I'm thrilled to be up here. And I'm not going to lie, you reading my bio felt like something off a book or something. So, hey, man, I really appreciate you and everybody that you got up here. Like, honestly, like I've been tuning in and just listening in and taking a lot of information in. But unfortunately, I didn't buy any Bonk, but I don't even have any Soul NFT. So, yeah, I'm not even part of Bonk. But I had a question, and I honestly just came up here for one simple question. Like, now that Bonk's being airdropped and there's a bunch of hype around Soul and Bonk just in general, do you guys think Soul could potentially go back to where it used to be, or you guys just feel like Soul is just completely dead, as in like don't invest, or you can invest?
It's done. The blockchain's over. It's no one's ever going to use it again. Easy's I feel like Easy said that he's no longer even building on Solana. He's using Arbitrum. So no, I'm just kidding.
Damn, that's unfortunate because I was looking to get some Solana. Nah, but anyways, to be honest, guys, I just wanted to come up here and like tell you guys that like I really appreciate everybody that is helping us out, like us young fishes that are still new to the Web3. I mean, I got a year in.
You're 18 years old, Eric?
Yeah,
you're old, bro.
I'm old. I started like at 17. Now I'm 18. I graduated high school 6 months early to focus.
You're basically a boomer now, bro.
Yeah, old AF, dude. No one's gonna play that young card with you, man. You're 18.
Nah, I just turned 18 last month.
Nah. Me too. Yeah, I'll see you at the retirement home, Eric. All right, no, thank you for coming, buddy. Congratulations on graduating from high school 6 months early. That's the smartest thing I've heard from anybody on this stage in a long time.
And I like the determination. If you, sorry, you were going to say something. I want to let you finish.
Yeah, my fault. The reason I graduated 6 months earlier is because I enlisted to the Marines. I leave in March. So I'm just here waiting.
Oh, wow.
You training?
Yeah, bro. I work out every day. I go to physical trainings that we have weekly and on weekends as well. So yeah, bro.
You natty, bro?
He is like, what's your testosterone level?
Yeah, you get your testosterone check. Let's see your blood work.
Nah, bro, chill. I'm not even that big.
You don't sound that big, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm not that. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you. No, hey, congratulations, man, and stay safe out there.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, everybody, make sure not financial advice. But me, bro, like if I had the money, boy, I'd go get me some Bonk. Go get some Bonk. I know. Hey, don't go eat today. Just go get some Bonk, man, and you'll thank me later. But I'm gonna let everybody go back to what y'all was doing. Make sure y'all stay hydrated, and everybody have a blessed day. And you know what? Just stay positive, because, bro, trust me, bro, you don't want to.
That is huge, dude. Too many of these guys are, sipping on Red Bulls, trying to trade NFTs. Man, their teeth are gonna fall out. They're gonna have a bigger doctor bill than how much they make.
And I was going to say this mental, the mindset that this gentleman has is a winning mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because I was seeing Last Chance U, like I said, prior to me shedding some tears, or maybe after shedding some tears. At some point, it was during tears were involved. And what I was going to say is sometimes you're watching this and you're like, man, these guys just don't have a winning mindset right now. Like, what's going on? They're being some chumps. And this is me seated on my couch watching them run a few miles, like
eating cookies.
Yeah, and being like
tater tots.
Look at these guys; they have a loser mindset. But regardless, it was a pretty funny thing to see. And this gentleman sounds like a winner. And I mean, the Marines is not an easy one to get into. That's
Yeah, you get washed out in a week, Nick. You wouldn't fucking make it, dude.
Nah, yeah, guys. But honestly, guys.
Oh, he's still here.
He's still here.
I was just listening, like, bro, like, even though I wasn't talking to you, I'm sorry for talking a lot. It's just that, like, I took a break from NFTs, like, a big break. Like, you were just talking about mental. Like, if you guys ever feel like you're burning out, or you ever feel like you're stressing out too much, or you're overthinking if you're gonna gain or lose, like, that's kind of a sign that you should take a little break, a week or a month. And I honestly highly recommend it if you're getting to that point where you feel like you're burning out and stressing daily.
Well, I like it, Eric. I like it a lot. I mean, gentlemen, Kicks, Nick, easy. Should we take a month off from the show and just not do the show anymore for a month?
I've been feeling that, like, that definitely. Like, we have to refresh, renew.
I'll see y'all in March.
Yeah, we'll be back in March, everybody. What's the problem with that?
On a separate note, I like a comment that was made there. I think we are actually seeing a lot more people come back into the space, which is like we're seeing daily active users ramp here. The Discord, I continue to see a bunch of people like, hey, I'm back. What have I missed? And it's like, well, you missed FTX collapse. You missed a bunch 3 Arrows Capital collapse. Nothing crazy. But like we are starting to see more people step back in, I feel. And like the charts are kind of showing it.
I mean, the numbers for our show this morning indicate
NFT statistics actually dropped a very interesting graph and basically showed that the amount of like brand new wallets buying NFTs has continued to decline over the past month, but daily active users is coming up. So that 100% indicates that it's old people that have traded NFTs in the past that are returning to the space, which is great. That's actually like what we want because they're familiar with the space and potentially have some capital to deploy. And I think what we may get is like a return to what we saw in like the early days of the last bull run. Not saying like we're going to go on a crazy bull run, but when like this year was like the beginning of this year, part of the bull run was way different than the beginning of last year's bull run. The beginning of this year, there was just huge pumps in like the top tier projects, like blue chips were like 4xing and stuff like that. And you have to think about the amount of people that have like the financial capabilities to like buy something for 50 grand and trying to run it up to 200 grand, right? That there's way less people that can do that than can throw $500 on an NFT and try to get
You're seeing a lot of those mints too, Kicks.
Yeah.
Exactly that. You're seeing stuff that's like sub 0.05 sell out and push to 0.1. Like there's a lot of like volume on that lower end tier.
Exactly.
Like call like a micro chip.
Exactly. So that's how I think like if we're going to continue to have good action in like January and February and March, it's probably going to start from the bottom and then like work its way up. So it's going to be a lot of like new mints and new trades and stuff like that. That's how people are going to get their feet wet when they're returning. That's how like people are going to build up some liquidity. And then, you can see, more action in the higher price point projects. Not that they haven't already ran. I mean, like Mutant Ape Yacht Club went from 10 ETH to 17.5. I mean, that's a 75% gain. That's pretty significant. But I've definitely noticed in the last 2 weeks, there just seems to be a lot of like microchip projects that are pumping. Like Savage, people were all over that in our Discord. That was at like 0.04 for like a bunch of days.
Even Cubs is a great example. The bidding for it went for 0.45, half an ETH, which is right around that $500 mark, and is now sitting at 1.1 ETH. So I think that. Go ahead.
Sorry, and just to your point on Cubs, was the amount of people who actually put a bid up there. There was like something like 22,000 people bid. And then of that, more than 3,000 people obviously put in a bid that was close enough to get the 0.5 mint. So just like going on this point, I think back in November, December, we didn't see any of these mints or at this allocation being even able to hold these prices for 24 hours. And now not only are we seeing them hold them, but they're able to break these sort of key inflection points like the 1 ETH wall.
I completely agree. It's like pretty interesting to see, like the stats are showing that a lot of these like lower priced assets are moving. Like there's volume, a ton of it over the last probably since like Christmas Day, which is crazy to see. And that's like, I'm seeing it on Sol. We're seeing 500,000 Solana volume traded for, I think we're on day 11 of that in a row, which is like unheard of. Granted, like Sol's down, so that's still 150 to 200,000, which is still great. Even in the bull, we were looking for like 100K days. And now we're getting that same price action as if Sol were $30 with it at the 10, 11 range.
So all right. So first of all, also Ben had a question for Kicks. I want to get to that. But do we think that right now is does it make sense to deploy capital given the, in the volumes ramping up?
I'm going to say it. I think we should start the 1 ETH challenge again.
Woo!
I think that is like right now while the market's hot and lower price things that need you to be like almost involved is where there's like a prime opportunity. The Discord was going wild last night, asking for it, saying that they need some entertainment from it. And that's like, I've been messing with
we were literally discussing that yesterday. But
I've been messing with a 1 ETH wallet, and that's all I've been trading, and it's going fairly well because it's like quick trades and smaller movements.
I say we do a 5 ETH challenge.
Well,
I say we make it spicy.
I say we make it 40 ETH, and we just get out of control. We just gamble with people's salaries, our own employees' salaries. I think is what we start doing.
If you burn it, you're fired.
Sam Bankman-Fried did that. Sam Bankman-Fried did it.
So, but
even the Discord right now is excited for the challenge, man.
I was going to say more important than the challenge. You know, the number one tweet you can do on on Twitter in general that like just guarantees engagement. Anybody?
Who's active right now?
No.
Anybody still here?
The best tweet you can do is literally just post a photo of the NFT you just bought and tweet about it. People do that all the time. Phenomenal engagement. I did that with the Pudgy Penguin. I'm going to just start buying NFTs and then selling them the next day, no matter whether or not I make or win or lose money. That's just our new marketing campaign, basically.
Hey, I bought Nazuki.
I bought a Nazuki. Hey, I'm in the community. Next day, I'm out of the community.
Sold a Nazuki, bought a Pudgy.
I love that. Hey, everybody. I bought a rec guy. Next day, hey, sorry guys, I sold the rec guy.
I bought a CryptoPunk, lost the CryptoPunk. It's gone. Sold it already. So shout out to the CryptoPunk community.
The bad link and got it scammed from me.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Actually, that's good too. Is like just saying that you got scammed. You get the outpour of empathy for you. Like, oh my god, I'm
double
so
down,
sorry.
Dude. That's a good one. Now I recovered it. I recovered the NFT. And I sold it.
Well, these engagement loops are elite level. We should be social media growth professionals. Ben, it sounded like when Kix was
we are. I just want you to know that.
Are.
That's literally our job.
That's our job. I forgot. Okay. So while Kix was talking, Ben, it sounded like you were saying something like, don't you think it's the other way around? What exactly was that about his thesis?
Yeah, I think it was during one of the times where Kix was taking his headphones off, so I couldn't tell if he heard me or not. But he was talking about like the run starting from the cheap projects and then moving into the big ones, where I think typically, you know, it's kind of like a top down model where like people, when the big projects pump and the high price ones and people, you know, make off with like, you know, 20, 30, 40 ETH profits, then they tend to recycle those back into the lower investments, which then pumps those. Maybe there's a little bit of a flywheel effect, but I'm curious if Kix thinks that the lower tier runs where people are making like, you know, 1 ETH profit, maybe 0.2 profit, maybe like, you know, somewhere in that range, are they able to even afford those higher tier projects after that?
Kix.
Yeah. That's great. That's why great question. Cause you're 100% right. Like the trend like shifted in Q4 of last year. And it was like Reaganomics, like trickle down from then for the rest of the bull run, where you'd get a pump at the top, then the mid chips would pump, then it would trickle down to the bottom and it would be degen season. And then we'd kind of wash out and reset. I was referencing like the start of the bull run last year. So from like May to August or whatever, because a great example of that is punks, because punks like were the last to pump during that like first bull run last year on OpenSea. Like it was a lot of the smaller NFTs were pumping, and then punks went on that crazy run in I think like July or August of last year, and they made that insane run from like you know, I bought one at 20 ETH and they ran up to like, you know, 80 ETH floor or whatever when Ethereum, or even 100 ETH floor when Ethereum ran up to like 4,000 and you could sell a punk for like $500,000. I bought a punk for like 40K, but the punks like sat flat for like the longest time. And it was like it was like the Bored Apes that were running, right? And like the Gutter Cat gang that was running. There's all these like cheaper things, but you're 100% right. Like since like October of last year, the trend has been like it starts from the top and then it like trickles down. So I was just wondering if like with new people coming back into the system, if they're going to like start at the bottom rung and like work their way up. I mean, who knows? I mean, if anything, I'm wrong, because what pumped first in December, it was like, you know, the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem all did like a 50% plus gain or so.
Do you remember one of the famous, back in the 80s, one of the most epic parts of the Reaganomics and how that was instituted was degen season, and the massive degen season that went down back in the 80s? That was a classic.
It was junk bonds. You had to buy junk bonds. That was the rule.
I'm pretty sure that's when the term blue chip was actually coined in the first place, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I like it. Look, ladies and gentlemen, just got to remind you that if you retweet the tweet that's pinned to the top and you sign up for Sorare with our link, you'll have a chance to win this Jason Tatum NFT that we're giving away. That's THENIFTY.com, thenifty.com/Sorare. So the /SORARE. Look, here's the deal. Since I've started playing Sorare, it's just slowly been getting me addicted, and I've just become more and more of a believer when I see guys like Gabe Layden, when I see some of the other initiatives happening in the NFT space right now, that free NFTs are the future, where everybody's able to get a bunch of NFTs for free, and that encourages their participation. And then once you're participating, as you improve your skill or through chance, you get rarer NFTs that carry the value that we've come to expect from NFTs. Like if you're in a video game or something, you get the base level items that are free, so you can't sell those because anybody can get those for free. But then you complete a mission and you get a rare sword, and you can sell that sword for $1,000. That's the direction I think all that's going in, and that's how Sorare works. You get free cards of NBA players or MLB players if you like baseball, or soccer players if you like European football, football period, American soccer, whatever the hell you want to call it. And you're able to play with them every single week, and you can win more cards, including rarer cards. So I'm low-key just getting addicted to this thing, building my teams every week, claiming
I'm now
my free
huffing
cards.
paint and snorting cocaine.
I'm snorting cocaine playing Sorare, man. You know, they used to say smoking weed, buying NFTs. That used to be the tweet. Now it's doing, you know, amphetamines, huffing paint, and playing Sorare on a daily basis. That's where I'm at. So sign up for Sorare, thenifty.com.
Yeah, now it's doing gas station Molly and trying to buy Bonk.
What is even gas station Molly?
It was called like a plant food or something, and it was some weird synthetic shit from China.
You definitely buy your weed from gas stations too, don't
You buy it from some 50-year-old guy that doesn't have any teeth at a gas station on the Interstate 55.
Salvia.
Yeah, people smoking salvia and buying bonk, dude. That's 2023.
Listen, we're just living a little bit, okay? Let us have this one moment.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, someone want to clip that pitch and send it to our partnership manager at Sorare. We'd appreciate it. I think they're going to really appreciate that pitch.
Sorare, known for encouraging drug use and creative, especially creative forms. By buying at gas stations.
Anyway, sign up for Sorare. The future of NFTs is free NFTs. So we just let Michaela on stage.
I thought we're rapping. We're not rapping, huh?
We're going to rap right after Michaela. Michaela, what's going on?
Jeez. It's been a while since I've come to this space because now, like, I'm on a different time zone, so I can. And y'all are just talking about gas station Molly.
What can we say? It's a thing that we do. They don't do that out in the Middle East?
No.
They do mushrooms.
No, actually, it's all illegal here. So, yeah. But no, nice to hear you guys. It's good stuff. I can't wait to be a bonk billionaire. Let's fucking go.
Well, thanks for joining the show. Love having you. Bonk Billionaires Unite. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. We hope you enjoyed it. We're going to be doing this every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. Eastern
Are we
time.
going to be doing that, Pio?
We're going to be doing that, man. We're doing it. Nick, any closing thoughts about the newsletter?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it all day and just checking it out. We always say sign up for the Nifty newsletter at thenifty.com, THENIFTY.com. We're giving out portals. Right now, that actually means they're pumping alongside everything else. So it's worth a little bit more. So we're just giving out. We like to call this season free cash season. So
and I also heard that Easy Eats is setting up a Bonk to Nifty portal liquidity pool. So if you want to buy Nifty portals with Bonk, he's your guy. He also has gas station Molly, great deal on that too. So there's a lot of action over there.
My Nifty portals.
Yeah, I'll actually provide you some bonk per portal if you're looking for it.
That's BPP, Bonk per portal. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the show. Shout out to everybody that contributed on the show today. We had an interesting cast of characters. Nick,
what's the price there for how much bonk do I need to have in order to get a portal?
Portal's 0.2, so I'll give you like
0.226, buddy.
Oh, we're pumping. I love the Bodega Buddies, formerly Bodega Buddies, Mint Pass that is selling into the anticipated release, But yeah, let's think. So I'd probably give you like 150,000, 200,000 bonk per portal.
That's what I like to hear. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Check out the Bodega Buddies Mint Pass. It's going to be a new name that we're not disclosing yet that we've already chosen. But remember, it's a Mint Pass for that. So don't sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, check out our newsletter. We will catch you next time.